everybody. This video I'm going to do a couple things to this door here. This plastic right here is broken, and the reason it's broken is because when the door is open all the way and you go to grab it from the inside of the trailer, you grab here and it just breaks that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this. I've got a new piece here, and I'll supply links to these products in the description below this video in case you want to buy one yourself. Then here, I'm going to put a handle right here, so if you're inside you can just pull this handle and shut the screen. So you'll see details on how to install that. So first let's go ahead and replace this. This should be very easy to do. Replacing this is going to be very easy. I'm going to go ahead and flex this down. I can flex it this way, or it's in a little groove here, or I can flex it this way. I'm being careful not to break it any more than it already is. I flexed it, pulled out of there, pulled right out like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a little bit while I have it off. So this here has a sweep that goes and seals the glass off, or the plastic. The kit that I got comes with a replacement, but this one's in really good shape. So I'm going to leave this one in place and keep this for future. So this is what will go in there. It'll just be installed opposite of what I just did. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to just spray a little bit of silicone spray in here, just to make it slide easier. Now that I've done that, I'll go ahead and put this in the groove, and then just hope I don't break it putting it in. Pretty scary doing that. Anyway, that's it. It's all in. It's a little bit stiff, but that's okay. I think it'll break in. If it doesn't, then I'll just take and pull it out and file the edge down a little bit. But I'm good like that. And then you can see this here is pushed down, and so it smashes it down to make a nice seal. So now that that's done, we'll go ahead and get this handle installed here. And I'll show you how we do that. And that should be pretty easy to do also. Here's the bar I'm putting in. I got it taken apart. It was shipped in this box, all protected with bubble wrap. Really packaged nice. There's screws here, and then there's little plastic covers here that will go over to cover these holes. It comes with instructions here, step-by-step instructions. So, and it shows you how to put screws in here once you get the bar adjusted where you want it. So what it'll do is it'll go like this. You can see this here. This is nice and smooth. This will be the part you see. This is facing the screen. This will be in like that. And over here. And then I'll screw in, the screws will go into here. So it has screws here. Let me take these out, show you. These screws right here that are tapered slightly will go into here, and it'll screw right into that plastic. So first you have to figure out where this bar is going to go, and then you'll get this all centered up here so it's nice and even on this side and this side. Put your screws in here, and then go ahead and screw it in the screen. So let's go to the screen door and lay it out where we're going to put this. So I'll need to close this door. I have to reach around and grab it from here. So what's happening is I'm accidentally grabbing it from this portion here and breaking this. So with that bar here, it's going to help me pull the door to this point and then I would close it the rest of the way here, just like that. So this will be closed like that, keep any insects from coming inside, and then I'm going to put the bar right here. So I have a shade that pulls down here and locks into here. So I'm going to need to make sure that I can lock this in place with the bar here. So I'm going to have to figure that height out. So let me bring it in closer so we can take a look. Now I put this together and I measured, so I have the same distance here and I have the same distance on the other end over here. I've laid it out. I've got a little dot here that I mark with a pencil and a dot here where these top holes will be. So it'll be right there, and then on the other side it'll be right there. So I'll be able to take this off and on like that, with it in this position and this height. So what I got is I have it towards this edge, because when this opens up, you've got to clear here. So when I open this up, it's just going to clear like that. So I'll be safe. If I put it, let me shut this tight. If I put it over here, tight over here, what will happen is I'll open it and it'll hit and the door won't open. So I got this all marked out. So now that I got this all laid out, the right distance so it lines up, I'm going to take and put the screws in right here. So let's bring in close while I put the screws in there. I'll just show you how I put one screw in on this so you have an idea. This is a soft rubber right here. So I'm going to just take this screw, just like I mentioned before, it's tapered slightly. Put it in the center there. Apply a little pressure. Make sure you're in the center so it doesn't change your measurements. So it's getting pretty snug. So there's one side, and just for fun I'm going to take and go ahead back to the door and make sure these still line up with where I'm going to screw it in the door to make sure I didn't move this anywhere. I'll be back to you in a second. Everything still matches up to the door. I'm going to put this last screw in. So I've got the other ones I put in a second ago. So the way, when you screw this in, there's little resistance, and then I get to about this point, and then there's more resistance. So that's nice because it's really biting in there. And you want to just go till it's tight, and the top of this screw is flush with the top here, because there's going to be a slight cap over this. So everything's good on this. Just so you know, there's different bars you can buy. I chose this one because it matches the white in our trailer. Some trailers are black. I'm not sure if they sell these in black, but this one is built really nice. I'll make sure I put a link to this one and other ones in the description below, so you can shop around stuff. I've seen them. I'm not sure. I think Walmart might sell something, but not like this, or some other camping supply out there sell them. So I like this one. It's built really nice. It seems like it'll last. Plus it's nice and narrow here, so it fits in the screen really nice, and it looks really good. So let's go ahead and go to the door. Got ahead of myself. I forgot to do this, put the cover on here. So I did the other one already. So it just goes over there to cover these screws. Push it down in place. It's pretty hard to do. So what I did is I put the towel over it, because you can see it's sticking up a little bit. And then I'm going to tap it in place. So it's all in place. I used the paper towel on there so I wouldn't mar it up with the hammer. Now we'll go to the door. So now that I have this marked here, I know exactly where I want to put it. I'm just going to double check this one more time because I want to make sure I got this right. I don't want to be pulling my hair out later going, I wish I had checked this. So I have it marked there. I have a punch, and I've already punched these, but I want to show you. I'm just going to mark it like that so that my drill bit will go in there. So what I did is I selected a drill bit that is a little smaller than the screws, and so I think on this one is a 7/64. And so I'm going to take and drill this. I'm not going to drill all the way through. I'm just going to drill through. This is hollow, so I'm going to drill in there. So there we go. Let's see. So that should be good enough. Now I'll go over here. If I didn't do that, the punch a little ding there, this drill would be walking all over the place. I'd be writing my name on this screen door. So it's hitting something right a little bit in there, about a 1/4 inch. So I think I'm going to try and put the screw in, and if it feels like it's hitting something in there, I'll drill a little farther. But I think I'll be all right. And some might be wondering, why aren't you using a cordless drill bit to drive this in? Well, I want to feel what everything is doing screwing into this. I don't want to strip anything out since this metal is so thin. So I'm getting a little resistance, so I'm going to go ahead and drill it a little deeper. But first, what I might do is go here and see what that resistance is from. And I think it might be because I need to be a little bit bigger on my drill bit. So I got to get a little bit bigger drill bit. So I figured it'd be an 1/8 inch drill bit instead of what I had. So I've gone ahead and drilled these out here. And then what I did was I took and I screwed the screw in just to make sure it would work. So it works. So I'm going to take it out just like that. And now we can go ahead and put the handle on. And you might have noticed I just have one hole. I'm doing one. Here I'm just doing the top hole. And then after it's on, I'm going to go ahead and drill this out while it's in place. So I make sure everything lines up. Plus, I don't want to make a bunch of holes until I know this is right. So let's do this. Now that that's snug in place, I'm just going to double check things. Make sure this goes down, locks in place. So it does, so I'm going to go ahead and drill these holes right here and put the screws in. So here's the lower one. Got it centered. Gonna take it easy here. So this one here, I was probably hitting a metal brace in here or something inside. But this one here, I've already done the other side. It goes in, there's nothing behind it. So I'm gonna go ahead and be careful. And then there we go. Now here's a tip when you're doing a screw in a hole where it's kind of tight. We'll see if I have to do it here. Where it's tight. I screwed in as far as I could. I'm going to back it out and then I'm going to screw it in again and it'll probably go a little farther. And then I'm going to back it out. And then I'll go in again. It'll go a little farther. Keep pressure on here. We're going to strip the screw. So it's going now. And there. It's done. So that should work a lot better. Now that I have this on, I want to show you the clearance I have between the jamb and here. So this is why I hug this way over here instead of sliding this all the way against here. Take a look right here. See my clearance right here? It just clears the jamb. So if I had put it over against here, it'd be hitting and the door won't open. Let's go ahead and open the door. And you saw how I did it before. So now I have the handle here. I can use this instead of trying to grab here or here. I can actually open this all the way up. I can bring it back. This is so solid on here that I feel real confident that I could either shut it like this or this is really strong and this is latched really well on the screen door to the door that I can just go like this. It's shut. So I really like that. So you can just, now I can just grab that and no more fumbling around or even grabbing for this. If I go to grab for this, I'll hit this and I'll just go like that. And I'm real fortunate that we have this built in instead of doing some kind of shade on the window. This is built in, works great for us. And this trailer came with this. So it's really easy to do. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you all learned something, and if you weren't feeling comfortable about installing one of these or replacing one of these, hopefully this will give you the confidence to do it. The key is just take your time and do it right the first time, and save some money not having to pay someone else to do it. It didn't take many tools to do this at all, and went pretty easily. So with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget, I'll put links to the products in the comments below. Feel free to leave a comment, and maybe you can share what you've used in your trailer to replace these. There's different options, and replace this or install that if you had any complications or anything. So if you write the comments, other people read the comments and we all learn from each other. So it's very helpful. And then if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask them and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do. And then when you hit the subscribe, you'll see you can select a bell icon or something else. So you get the bell icon and then you'll be notified of future videos that I come out with. So right now I have around 140 videos, something like that. I'm trying my best to get them out, but I haven't always had time to do it every week, so I do the best I can. And all my videos are to help people learn how to do things themselves. So I might take a while to do a project where it only takes a few minutes, and I could just say, okay, put it all together. Here's what it looks like. I put a couple screws here and I did that, installed that, done deal, but it wouldn't be showing you how to do it. So every once in a while I get comments from people saying, hey, why are you going into detail on it? Well, it's for everybody. And you could just fast forward it if you wanted to go faster. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and happy camping.